nobody would be in here to do to
Who just
judge.
did? Okay, I feel like I'm on the outside of an inside joke,
Well, maybe
and
you
I
should move
want
to
to be
Tampa.
inside. What'd you say?
Maybe you should move to Tampa.
What happened?
I mean, it's nothing to report. There's no breaking news. It's just sometimes on Fridays, people like to clear the chambers, and it's a lot easier when there's no people in the building to worry about catching you.
It's good. It's all good stuff. It's not bad stuff.
Is it? Well, who had to clear the chamber? Was it you or
All
Monica?
right.
Monica had to make a poopies?
Here's the thing. No. Here's what happened. See
Did
what,
you go poopies?
No, I did not. Would you let me tell the story if we're going to do it?
You
Let's
know,
do it
everybody poops, Monica. It's okay.
right. You want to hear the story? Because I can stop right now.
Go ahead.
So I had, for whatever reason, I had gas this morning. And I was like, my stomach was just a little upset or whatever. I don't know. And I went in, and I'm not going to do that in this bathroom. And if I have to emergency crap or something, I'm going to the first floor. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't, it wasn't that at all. It was just a stomach thing. So I go into the bathroom because I have to pee. And in there, I'm like, I am holding in my fart. I'm like literally holding it in because I can't do that because it's the girls' bathroom. So then I was like, it's Friday. There's literally nobody here. Like, what if I did it? And then, nobody's here to smell anything. So, when I'm really hurting here. So then I was like, but what if I do it? And of all the times of all day, someone comes in right here and not only hears it, but then sees my brown little feet and knows it's me. And it was a whole, I was tortured in the ladies' room.
Not a lot of little brown feet, especially on Fridays.
Yeah, there's
like-
no feet at all. And then there's one pair of brown small feet.
Right. But
So-
the minute you heard the door open, you just lift your feet. And you wait for them to do their
Balance.
business, and then
Well-
you walk out after them. What are you, an amateur?
I don't do that in the bathroom. I'm saying here at work, it's just not going to ever happen for that reason because people are in and out. Well, JoJo, God bless her little heart, has spray, has like Febreze in there. So I was like, there's nobody here. And so I was little like devil and angel on the shoulder. Do it. Don't do it. Do it. What are you doing? Yeah. Back and forth. And finally I was like, you want to know what? I don't want to hurt during the show. I just need to get this over with. So I sprayed.
First?
Yes, I let go of gas and then I sprayed again. And then I was like, just get out of here, go, go, go. So flushed, washed hands, didn't even dry them, ran out, got out of there. Nobody came in. And nobody was going to know about it until now. But now, listen, you know what? It's gone, and that was a while ago, so.
And it's Friday, so we're on in the building.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, my
I forgot about that part.
God.
Which is cool.
I forgot about that. It was in your prep, too.
Monica dropping bombs.
I literally quit. Like, I'm
Good
actually
for you.
quitting. I'm
But
going
you
home
act
now.
like, hold on, you act like women don't go in there and fart.
They don't.
Oh,
Yes, they do.
tearing it in there.
No, the good news is, they go to other floors or something. That bathroom is rarely smelly with anything. Rarely. I
Right.
don't even know the last time is.
But it's streaked up. We do know that.
Yeah.
You have reported that multiple
Yeah.
times.
Yes.
But how long ago was that?
And
It
if I
hasn't been.
remember correctly, you pointed the finger right at a Marconi winner.
I didn't. How was this coming on me? I did
sounds-
not.
that
That
sounds
was
hot.
not me. And I will say, I'm not going to say anything, but I just realized it hasn't been streaky there for is it 2 months, 3 months?
Anybody
Oh,
get
I
fired?
see. I see.
Anybody quit?
No. But it honestly hasn't even this week or anything. So it's
So you're
just,
saying my theory is right. That's what I'm hearing you say.
What's the theory?
there is no theory. I'm just
Theory.
saying
There's
it's
a-
been a long time.
There's a theory.
When we were
it's-
throwing out names,
There were only so many female
Yeah.
people here in the morning.
it was we had Ann Kelly, Monica, Danielle, and Sam as the possible culprits.
And what about
Oh, and Carmen.
Carmen?
But Carmen.
Carmen is quick and she doesn't smell. I don't know what her magic situation is, but that girl can go poop in a minute and not even in 30 seconds or less, and then it doesn't smell. She has poopery or something. I don't know, but she's amazing.
So you have a target on somebody, Diz. Sounds like.
Well, I said maybe it's Sam, and I said I think I called her Saint Streak Sam
Yes, you did. That was a thing.
because her nickname is Saint Pete Sam.
Yeah.
yeah. So Monica, what I think she is inferring.
All I'm
is
saying is it's been a long time since it's happened. So we don't know who it was.
someone's been on leave. when the streaks
Right.
went cold, Sam's been gone.
But like JP said, everybody poops. So it's not, and it
Right.
shouldn't be. Let's not poop shame.
I do appreciate the detective work.
Yeah.
like trying to get to the bottom of the thing.
We don't need to know. It's
I
nobody's
appreciate
business. I don't know. Well, it's different for back then. And again, it hasn't happened forever. But like when there's a show, you only have so much time to come back. And for them, it's a song or whatever. So that's understandable to not go to a different floor. But any other person, I really feel like the second or third or first floor is just the way to go. Sorry, people. It's your bad luck for working on those floors.
And how did you feel after you let your gas go?
Yeah, now I'm fine. It was literally just that. I'm absolutely
Was it a good
fine.
one?
I don't know what that means. It was gas. There's no good or
I
bad.
understand, but there's little boop, and then there's
are
got a
not
good ones. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
It's
not-
not that it's disgusting, but it's there's a relief to it.
Yeah, and is this the cool down period, or is it gonna
What's a cool
Fire up
down
again.
period?
like we're gonna not see it for a while, or is it gonna fire off some in the next hour or so?
No, I'm good. I'm
Like, is
literally
this a
good.
volcano about to?
No, I'm absolutely fine. I don't know what it was, like a tummy issue or whatever, and I'm good now. And I feel 100% different than and I started to get a little headache because of my tie here, and JoJo fixed that. So we are
Of your what?
I'm wearing my bathing suit underneath because I'm going to the.
You going to the beach afterwards?
Yeah, so my top was tied too tight and it was giving me a headache. So
Stupid question here. Excuse me, I'm gonna just say that, preface it by that. Monica, let's say later today you caught gas again. It was bad.
Oh yeah.
But you see a fine guy that you kind of catch an eye with, and he kind of like gives you an opening to talk to him. Are you gonna risk going and talking to him, knowing that you might have to release some pressure here and there?
Yeah.
Or are you just gonna go and enjoy your day without?
Oh, I am Olympic level at holding in. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's not a problem. When I gold winning Olympic. Yeah, there's
But my question is, if you didn't want anybody to know about this, why does Dizzy know?
because I'm a moron, and I realize that right now because. Before the show started, we had not even like less than a minute. We had
The intro was hitting.
yeah, it really was about to, and I was saying how my headache, I was just feeling better or whatever, and then I said to him literally, I go, I'm just going to tell you because it's like I was going to say like brother and sister, but I didn't want it. Whatever, I was like, just because we're us, I'm just going to tell you this, and I told him very quickly, and now I know.
That was a dumb move.
I thank
was
you.
a dumb move.
It was on me. It was on me.
When
It
she
on
was
me.
telling me, I go, definitely repeating this.
No,
like
no.
she never said, don't say this on air.
No,
Don't
you're right.
repeat
Right.
this.
I
So
did
I'm
not
like,
say that.
well.
I did not say that.
I will say, you want to get a little revenge, Monica?
No.
What do you mean?
Hold on, Diz. Do you want to get a little?
No, I'm not a
little
revenge person. I'm a smart person and knows not to do it again, and I've learned a lesson.
What I would say. What do you have going on this weekend?
Me?
Yeah,
Sun and UFL. So pool, beach, UFL.
UFL on television. Or are you going to a game?
Oh no, there's no local game.
Oh,
no.
I didn't know if there was. Yeah,
Oh, you know what? I just realized Mike Olivero just gave me Billy Idol, Joan Jett. Is it Joan Jett?
Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joan Jett tickets. That's Saturday night. I guess that's tomorrow night. Yeah.
I'll tell you this: if you fart in that studio,
Not doing it.
I will pay for your drinks at the concert. I will pay for your drinks and whoever you're going with.
Oh my God.
But you have to drop an audible bomb in that studio.
I don't have gas anymore. It's not happening. Like I
I'm
don't have to
saying-
fart.
All I'm saying
Oh,
is,
come on,
if
gas.
one comes in the chamber,
It won't.
you might want to
though.
let her. There is a financial gain to be had.
I have a question
should
for
you decide to.
Didn't you have a deal with JR? If you guys had to go, you had to do the walk up.
He had to, yeah, because it wasn't me. He would walk out of the studio, and sorry about your people out in the hallway, people, but it ain't staying in studio. And for some reason, he had a lot of gas all the time. But here's the thing: I have a question for you. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you? Because by the way, drinks at the damn ass place ain't cheap. Like they're gonna be. I drink White Claws, at least $18 for one of them. I'm
I'll tell
having
you
more than
why.
one.
I'll tell you why. Chick farts equal ratings.
Oh my God!
True story.
It equals me not getting laid any sooner than it.
Oh, yeah,
'cause-
you know.
because that's
Yeah.
what's holding you back.
Yes, that's exactly.
Was
what
it for
one
those?
one fart in the studio. That's going to
wasn't-
be right.
It wasn't in studio. It was in the bathroom, and I didn't want to
I
do
understand but now with the financial incentive to drop a bomb in the
it.
studio.
If I listen, that's a really good incentive. You know where to get
I
me.
know.
But at the,
You know what's funny about you? Anytime the subject of money comes up, you shoo it away. It's not important. Blah blah blah. It's right. But when it comes to somebody paying for your drinks, you perk right up.
I mean, why would I want to pay for my own drinks?
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I won the lotto, I don't really need anything, and blah 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 blah. Oh, if I fart, he'll pay for my drinks. I got to get that money.
But I don't have gas. I can't. I would absolutely take advantage of that. But I don't have to anymore. It's gone. It happened. It's done.
Ready for me to put a bug in your brain? It's crazy that you clean the keyboard, but you're not worried about that chair that everyone sits in and definitely, lays into.
People don't fart on
what?
this chair.
Oh
Who's
my God!
You know how many people lay into that thing?
What?
Yes, they do.
You got Carmen in there. You got Johnny B. You got Drew, John Senning, whatever board op uses it.
Does not fart in this
Yeah,
chair.
okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, she wipes down the keyboard because her hands are on the keyboard and it could go by her face and she can get her sick.
Her legs
sitting
are
on
on
somebody sitting, on her ass it's not going to get her sick.
Yeah, but I'm
Not gonna get sick, but
gross.
Dude, we used to have a guy that
It's
did the
wiped down.
overnights we used to have a guy that did the overnights on the other station on Long Island, and he was a very big dude. And he had a horrific diet. Like, we would come in the morning, he'd be wrapping up, and there would be like a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew and one slice left in a pie pizza.
He was hungry.
Right? But the stink in the studio was like evil. It was a combination of ass crack and BO because he was a big dude. So I think he had folds.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And, didn't necessarily shower correctly.
I worked with
To
a
the
guy named
point-
Butters who was heavy. I mean, like 4 or 5 bills. Like there was no
Okay.
3 involved. And he was tall, like over 6, like crazy tall. Anyway, he was a weekend board op, so he would be there at the other station at all crazy hours. Like he'd get there it was one of those, you just work him all day and get all of his hours in one day. So like from like 8 in the morning or whatever till 8 at night or whatever the schedule was. And he would come in with exactly what you're saying, all crap food, but it would be from all of them. Like he'd have McDonald's and Taco Bell and Panda Express and Chick-fil-A and he would have all of these bags. And then a grocery bag from Publix of like 2 liters of soda. Like he was set for the day. I understand that was all day long. But are you eating all of that food all day long? And
Was he stinky?
and that was the other thing. So it smelled like all that different food all combined in one. Like sometimes you walk in and someone has Taco Bell, whatever.
Yeah.
This smelled like all of the food combined.
Ugh.
And his BO. He was a nice enough guy. He really
Yeah.
was. He was just BO'd out. And when he breathed, he would
Breath?
we're talking about Hoppy.
no.
Oh,
No.
you're describing him to a T.
His
right
name was Butters. No, except this guy was like 450, 500 pounds. Like he was just a
Oh.
really, really big guy. And he couldn't really sit in the chair, so he would have to like sit and then stand up. And when he stood, he was on his knuckles. It was like he was a big ape. He would lean over on his knuckles because I think his wrists
Yeah.
couldn't take it. I don't know.
With our guy,
Big
we
guy.
actually went to the PD, and the PD had to talk to him.
No, what do you say?
Ugh.
Well, you
I
can't
don't
say
know.
anything.
That's-
It's illegal.
That's why I'm not in management.
What do you mean you can't say anything? It's illegal.
It's illegal to say.
You smell like crap.
Yeah,
No, it's
you're not
not.
allowed. Because what if it's his religion, or what if is his choice not to wear deodorant or whatever? You can't write someone up anyway and say you
No.
have to wear deodorant.
But you can have a talk with them and tell them, say, listen, this is a shared space, and there's some
What?
odor issues.
Well, and now
that
he's
need to- that
offended.
need
Now
to
he's
be
filing
tended to.
HR.
Well, I guess now this was 20-some odd years
Oh,
ago.
yeah, that's
25 years ago. So back then there was no HR.
Yeah.
I feel
Thanks,
like you-
Obama.
The world was a wonderful place.
You have a leg to stand on if you say you're not allowed to eat food in studio, because then he can't. He can eat it wherever. But
Yeah,
he
but
can't
this was
bring-
beyond the smell of pizza. I would welcome the smell of pizza. It was ass crack sweat and BO.
And someone like that's definitely going to sneak snacks in. There's no way you're
Yeah.
going to tell
Yeah.
a big guy, don't eat. He'll be like, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Especially during the overnight.
Yeah, right?
Right.
Another
And
cruise coming up. Dizzy, don't bring weed on. Yep, got it.
Whoops. I got it with the overnight. Like with overnight, I feel like you can do what you want. It's overnight. You're just trying to stay awake. Watch TV, whatever you're doing, just, whatever your actual job is. Like back then, it was literally just to put the card in to play the ID and then take it out once an hour, and that was it.
Yeah.
So I get that, but you got to have shared space, like you said. You got to have understanding that you're not the only one there.
Truth.
And clean it up before you leave. Okay, so you're working overnight. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock. You know who's coming in an hour. Get it together.
Got it. Remember, your drink's taken care of if you fought in that studio.
I wish I had gas. I
Before
really
1
wish.
o'clock.
Should I just start eating beans?
Coming up next, I think I have a reason why the Pope waited till Sending Show started
Oh, rude.
to come out and show his face. It's got something to do with Monica. I'll lay that one on you next. It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Good news, The Bone Bonus is tariff-free. It's The Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
John Senning here for the National Aviation Academy. Are you somebody who needs to get that hands-on experience when you're learning something new? Are you trying to start a new path in life? Are you sick and tired of your 9 to 5? Well, think about a career in the world of aviation maintenance. And we've got the NAA right here in beautiful Clearwater. They're going to make the transition from whatever you got going on in your life to the campus world as smooth as possible. The next class starts May 29th. Make that change in your life today and visit NAA.edu.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Taco lovers, Hooters has 3 ways to win this summer. Shrimp tacos, mahi tacos, or crispy tender tacos. All served with curly fries or tots. Taste the new flavors now at Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 5-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Our massive Kia mega sale is going on now at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey. Buy with 0 down, 1.9% financing, or make no payments for 90 days. Sign and drive a new Kia from just $259 lease per month. 0 due at signing. $25K for 36 months, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $259 a month, 0 due at signing. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say yes, you're approved for a new 2025 Kia. Get massive savings on over 1,200 new Kias at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. KenGanleyKiaNewportRichey.com. Tell them McKinsey sent you, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
25 Sportage, $17.48 per month per 1,000 finance. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank, plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 5/31/25.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. About 35 minutes away from another Bone bonus. Your shot at $1,000. Dude, that guy in the envelope at 12:15. So, yesterday it seems as if, God, I love the this. Add this to the weekend outdoor backyard Michael Franti kind of mood music. The Allman Brothers. This is the best. I love
Is this the Allman Brothers?
Yeah.
It sounds like something a man with one guitar standing at the side of a beach bar would be playing.
Could be.
It's like background music, but like cool background music. Just like I don't know the words. I don't know the song. I just know it's kind of set in a cool mood.
From Eat a Peach. Ain't wasting time no more.
Eat a peach.
on the Eagle. So back to the Pope. It feels like the Pope waited literally until we signed off the air yesterday to come out and show his face and give us his name and find out that he was an American and then he was a white guy. And I feel like he understands Monica's deep hatred towards white people.
Okay, what? Can we clarify that that's not true at all?
And that's why he decided to. Well, deep hatred's a fair amount of disdain for whitey.
None of this is true.
And especially towards, a white pope, a white American pope. And he figures you know what? I'll give it to somebody who appreciates me. And he waited for Senning.
It's all my fault.
and then Senning came on the air. And then next thing you know, boom, Pope's in the window.
And American. Yeah.
And
USA,
American.
baby.
America. Villanova, the guy went to. I tell you what, his brothers won't shut up. His brothers are doing any interview possible. It's amazing. I got one brother who's saying, and I think the brother's lying. This is the brother, I believe his name is John. He's the one that still lives in Chicago.
I just know the one. I didn't really see he had two.
Yeah, he's got two brothers. And they're both glomming on quick.
I mean, he's the Pope, and he's the first American Pope, wouldn't you? Don't act like if your sister or your, excuse me, or if you're, even if your friend, one of your, whatchamacallit, one of your people who always pick on you or whatever, if one of them were, you'd be all about it. You'd be telling stories.
I don't know if I'd be doing interviews right away. I can tell you that, especially if it's family.
They would reach out, whether you'd like it. If you're going to do it, you'd have to do them right away because nobody's going to care in a little bit.
Listen, they can reach out all they want. I would not do an interview until I spoke to my Pope brother and make sure, he's cool with it.
Yeah. What's a Pope brother?
That's it.
Your brope?
They're no, Pope brother.
I know, that's a brope.
A brope, right. Yeah, I guess if he's the Pope, you're the brope.
Yeah.
This guy's talking about the neighbors across the street said, the headline read, Pope Leo's the 14th's neighbors predicted that he would become the first American pontiff when he was in kindergarten. Yeah. And his brother John is coming out and said there was two. There was one directly across the street, and there was another down the block. And both of them said that he would be the first American pope at that age in kindergarten. And I'm saying to myself, you're lying. No, they didn't.
Because the one brother said this. What I saw, and he said, he was always. We were always. Well, he put it, his words, not mine. We were always raising Cain, and he was always over there holy. And we always said, "Oh, you should be pope. You're so holy over there." And so, I feel like either they got together and talked about it beforehand and said, "Let's say this," or I feel like it's true. Why would they lie?
Right, but the next door neighbor, when he was 5, said he was going to be the pope.
I mean, why
Out of all
why is
the
that
things
a
you
lie?
could say about a 5-year-old kid, he's going to be the pope.
Well, according to the brothers, that was his persona.
I guess so.
Why would they lie?
To get on the news?
You can be on the news either way. They can tell any story.
To do an interview? I don't know. It just seemed a little bit weird.
Wow.
But I think it's interesting, man. I think we're in you'll love this. He hates Trump. That's for sure. I don't know if the world needs a tweeting pope. I could say that.
But a tweeting president's okay?
No, I never said that. I'm just saying I don't think I don't think we need the Pope tweeting, but we'll see if he continues on.
I think if because it's also steeped in tradition and all of that. I think if they're trying to go in a way which from what he tweeted, or I only saw his retweets. I didn't see an actual tweet from him,
right.
But from what he's retweeting and stuff, I think he's trying to get to the most people possible.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, you got to tweet. You got to go on social media of some sort.
I guess one of the reasons, because we spoke to, I told you we have that guy that does the show Religion and Rock on our radio station.
Yeah.
And we had the Monsignor on this morning. And he's cool. He's such a good time. I should have him on the show one day. You know what? I'll text him. I'll text him and see if he can come on. He gave some pretty good insight because he was talking to Cardinal Dolan, who is the Cardinal of New York City. And there was a plan going in that they wanted a linguist. They wanted somebody.
One?
Cunning linguist. A cunning linguist. Somebody that can speak multiple languages to reach the most amount of people.
Yeah.
And apparently this guy speaks 7 languages.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons they went for him. He's got a good track record.
Yeah.
I believe he was made cardinal by the last pope. So, it was kind of interesting. This guy wasn't even on the betting lines. Nobody saw this one coming. Nobody saw it coming.
And I think that's kind of cool.
Me too.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I mean, listen, I don't know how much
and he's
it affects
young.
me. Yeah, she's 69.
Well, I mean, he's not the 80 whatever. He's not 70 whatever. He's not the
ready
old.
Ready for the epiphany I had on my way into work this morning?
What?
I have probably a pope and a half left in my life.
Oh, wait. So 6.
I probably have this guy and one other guy while I'm alive. And that's it.
Oh, sucks being you. I got at least 5.
All right?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You probably got a half a pope less than me.
That's not even true. No.
No, not with my current state of health.
Yeah, your body's breaking down on you, sir. Hate to tell you.
You have no idea.
I mean, I'm sending you all the good vibes, and I hope it's mending itself, but...
No, it's not. I just had another appointment in the between shows.
Who lives longer, you or this pope?
This pope. Probably.
Rob?
Is that his name, Rob?
I guess that's what his brother said. He saw that he was like, hey, it's Rob. Oh my God, it's the Pope right now. Stop with, hey, it's Rob. But at the same time, same thing. Like, if one of your people, you wouldn't, whatever nicknames you had, and you'd remember stories like, I'm not saying there's going to be respect, but you know him in a totally different way than the rest of the world.
Yeah, his brothers go see him at the Vatican. He's like, listen, first off, I'm not calling you Holy Father. That's not happening. You're my little brother.
Exactly.
You're Rob. Deal with it.
He walks in, gives him a noogie.
Right.
What are you going to do about it, Pope?
Can you imagine? Like, he walks in, he gives him, like, he's giving him a noogie, and somebody from the Swiss Guard opens up the door. They think they're attacking the president. They shoot him.
That's great.
But think about that guy. This new pope. Like, he woke up yesterday, or like within the last few days, and his life was one thing. He was living in, I believe, where was he, in Peru?
Yeah, yes.
He was in Peru for the last, 20, 30 years, and he was, he ran that church, and he was a pastor and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he was a cardinal, but he was down there fairly anonymous. No, the world sure as hell didn't know who he knew. Like his people in the area that he covered as cardinal, they knew who he was.
Mm-hmm.
But and next thing you know, boom, within an hour of a decision, your entire life is flipped upside down.
1,000%.
Yeah, you're not going back to Peru to get your clothes. That's not happening.
Why not? Maybe I need my clothes.
Because he's not going back to Peru, getting his stuff, and then coming back. They'll send somebody there to grab his stuff. But your ass isn't leaving Rome for a while.
Now. Yeah, you got people. You can't be, you can't go so low as to pack your own clothes. Although I will say this, his vibe, and I have no idea about him, but his vibe is such that he'd be like, screw it, why wouldn't I? Especially since he was appointed by the one previous who was very chill too. Also, they said he was playing damn ass Wordle and watching Conclave while all of this was going on.
He was watching. He wasn't just playing Wordle. Why are you bringing up the one game I know you don't want to bring up on purpose?
I hate that game.
Words with Friends. He's a big Words with Friends guy. And I immediately you know what, Monica? Maybe you found somebody you could beat.
Yeah, no.
Maybe you could, because you couldn't beat me, punk bitch.
Oh, really? Really?
You couldn't beat me, punk bitch. Maybe you can take the Pope, although he is a linguist.
He's cunning, we found out. But also, he's old because I don't even know how Words with Friends is still an app. Does it still function? Because
it does. There's like a sequel to it, though. I'm not playing anymore anyway. It was no fun after you left.
Shut up. Because I was the only person you could beat. You could beat literally no one else except for me.
No. You know who I always played with? I would have 7 games going with my friend Janine's mother.
Old people. This is just proving my point.
That's who I
Why don't you come on over to Connections and Strands? Oh, do you really?
I play Connections and Wordle.
I play Connections and Strands, and I do them daily with JoJo.
Imagine playing Wordle with Spike.
Oh, God. He doesn't even know.
So this guy woke up.
He doesn't even know. And they're not even big words, by the way. It's like, oh, my God.
By like 1:30 yesterday afternoon, this guy is in charge. He's the leader of 1.4 billion Catholics around the world.
And all eyes are
Monica,
on him.
you always say you avoid responsibility at all costs.
Yes.
Think about that responsibility.
Yeah. And all eyes are so on him. And he's not, we don't know anything about him. Like he needs to, come out swinging basically because we need to learn about him. We need to know where, other than his retweeted tweets, we kind of know where the direction he's going, but we need to know what he's about. He already did a mass. He already conducted a mass, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
I know he did come out swinging because he said, what the hell? It was, hold on. He said something about gender and he wasn't down with it.
What did he say?
Where was it? I think I wrote it yesterday. And I literally wrote, he came out swinging. How do I find my tweets? I don't even know.
What's old man says what?
Yeah, I don't even know how I said it. But I responded to somebody. Basically, he said gender is, male, female. I got to find exactly. I'll find it during the break. And I'll bring it back up. I thought it would be right here, but it's not.
That that's in line with his religious beliefs. Like if you're religious, if you're especially of the Catholic faith, I can see how he would say that.
Why can't I find my stuff? Nope, that's not it.
I love how
God,
you don't
I am
know.
so done with
Do
this
you
social media.
understand how
I got to figure it out, man.
It's
I
not
really
complicated at all. Like especially Twitter. Twitter is probably one of the, if not the easiest thing to navigate. Like there's no extras where you can add this and do that and put this on there and you're in control of it all. You type something and you send it. Maybe add a GIF if you want.
I'm sorry. It's just.
You want it? What are you looking for? What do you know?
Oh, here it is. I found it. Found it. The promotion of gender ideology is confusing because it seeks to create genders that don't exist. And that's when I wrote, Megyn Kelly writes, "Let's go Leo." And I just said, Leo's coming out swinging because, that's the group nobody messes with,
Yeah.
I was surprised to see that day one. Oof.
Well, I mean, he's like I said, he's
swinging for the fences.
Well, I mean, we don't know who he is. He needs to make sure people understand where he's at. We don't know where he stands on different things. So he needs to do that. I'm impressed that he's doing it.
Yeah. I think it'll be interesting. I think, I wonder how much more, this Pope is in our face is not the phrase I want to use, but is like more in our face because he's American and the American media like kind of gloms onto it and maybe reports on things a little bit more often because he's American. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll be the case, but I'm curious to see if it happens.
I think because I'm not Catholic, but I didn't leave. I was out in the lobby staring at the TV waiting for this guy to come out on the balcony. I feel like and now that was before I knew he was American. I really think we're going to see a lot more. I think we're going to have a lot more coverage on him. Not that we did. Listen, when the Pope did anything, we knew when he was sick. You know what I mean? We knew when he made a stance on his progressive, things that he would say while he was Pope. We knew, we heard about him, and he wasn't American.
Yeah.
And Chicago, too. All of the jokes now. The Pope. Like all of the...
Yeah, there's a ton of memes, man.
Yeah.
There is a ton.
Which I kind of like.
Of memes. And then there was stuff where he's talking about, it took Shador Sanders 3 days to get drafted. It only took the Pope 2.
How you feeling if you're Shador?
There was another one where it had Snoop Dogg dressed up in like Cardinal gear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
And he's got a bag of weed, and then it cuts right to the smoke coming out of the chimney.
Yeah. Yep. Of course
I
it
saw
does.
that one.
The internet always wins.
Especially now with ChatGPT, you just type in what you want and be like, got it.
Villanova officially has representation in Vatican City. Schools with a national championship and a Pope.
People are ruthless, but also funny. Like to me,
right?
It's all in good fun.
It's got stained glass windows of Jordan dunking the ball at St. Peter's Basilica. There's all sorts of stuff going on, and they Americanized it. Like they got St. Peter's Basilica, and they got Costco. Like a Costco sign and a Buc-ee's sign and also they're
see, and that's the thing. My question, and
this is when the internet becomes a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's always going to win. I would like to know, and I just don't know any way to find that we'll find this out. But given the landscape of things right now and how other countries view America, I guess politically or socially or whatever, what are the Catholic people from around the world thinking about an American Pope? Is it like, oh, is he going to be like this, or is it negative, or is it? I wish I could find that out.
It's the Pope. I think, like you said, everybody's going to give him the benefit of the doubt, right?
Plus,
he hasn't been really an American 30 years.
Yeah.
What
if he comes like his brother lives in somewhere in Florida, Northport? I don't know where he lives, but what if he comes to Florida? He's like, you know what? It's my vacation time. I'm going away. I'm going to see my family. And the Pope is in Mofo, Florida at the damn ass beach.
I don't think the Pope gets vacation time. There's never been any photos of a Pope just laying out on the beach, getting some rays.
But this is a new day. This is what I'm saying. And he's American too. He's going to be like, wait a minute.
I guess. I guess.
Pope.
Apparently, he's a White Sox fan too. He's not
okay.
He's not a Cubs guy. He's a White Sox guy.
He drew the line in the sand with that.
I guess. I don't know. I still think it was what we saw yesterday was pretty cool to see, where everybody was together. You had all those people, all those different flags, everybody just, united for the same cause.
It's like a World Cup game.
Kinda.
Yeah.
At least the World Cup opening ceremonies, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's all hate.
Yeah.
You get your little moment of fun, and then all of a sudden, everybody hates each other.
Yeah. All right, we got about 20 minutes to get the Bone bonus. It's JP, Monica, and Dizzy. 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
Until you're pointing it, stunning your senses all night long. You shoot him now because you're waiting for somebody.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new Passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Hey, this is Roger for the amazing Sleep Number Smart Bed. My wife and I, we've had our Sleep Number Smart Bed for over 8 years. My side of the bed, my Sleep Number setting is a 45. On her side of the bed, her Sleep Number setting is a 55. She likes the bed a little more firm than I do. Never slept better. It adjusts while you sleep so you can sleep well uninterrupted. Oh, by the way, over the last month, my average Sleep Number score is an 81. That's amazing. So why should you choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Well, so you can choose your ideal comfort on either side like we do. It's the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. And right now, it's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event, up to 50% off, limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. In Tampa, 1822 Northwest Shore Boulevard. In Clearwater, at the Countryside Mall on US 19. And in Brandon, at the Brandon Exchange between JCPenney's and the food court. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
Brit Floyd, the world's greatest live Pink Floyd experience, returns to Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Pink Floyd's classic album, Wish You Were Here, complete with a stunning laser and light show, iconic circular screen, and more. Don't miss Brit Floyd at Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Tickets on sale now. Visit RuthEckerdHall.com.
John Senning from Drew Garabo Live.
And Carmen from the Mike Kelta Show.
Here to tell you about the greatest product in all the land, Tiza, the pouch that you dip between your cheek and your gum. It's going to give you focused energy, and you'll be feeling fine all day long.
And there's no tobacco, no calories, and no spitting.
I am a fan of the spicy stuff. I like the bangin' black cherry, the mango habanero. I'll throw it in a bottle of water, a beverage, or just right in the upper deck. I love Tiza.
See, I'm a wintergreen fan, and I am a left lower cheek.
Ooh.
That's where I like to keep mine. And really, honestly, I use mine before the gym, even after the gym, so I get a little energy boost on my way home. It has to be one of the best new products that I've tried, probably since I don't know, the iPhone.
And you can stock up at TizaEnergy.com. Use our code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. Tiza Energy. Why spit
when you can swallow?
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction. Your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them.
I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, 800-771-1025. Dizzy's telling me he's got a puff date.
Yeah.
What's going on in the
Can
world?
can we hashtag that? Can we get that trending worldwide? Puff
date?
Yeah. Then we
We'll
can say we
probably-
started it here.
You always said we can change the world with a hashtag.
Yeah.
Puff date.
Let's give it a shot.
Get it trending, people. Puff date. Here's your puff,
Puff
date. So
What's going on? I got to be honest with you. It's been a week. I haven't really followed much at all. Do they even have the jury? They wanted that by Wednesday. That's where I left off with all that stuff.
Yeah, the last I checked on the jury, they were in the final selection of it.
Okay.
But they're going through I guess the little tidbits of all right, well, here's how we're going to schedule this witness and this witness. One of the victims, and it's apparently a very important victim, they can't get a hold of all of a sudden. And yeah, which
But is that the one who said never really wanted to be involved in this in the first place?
No, this one, why it's shocking to them is she was going to go under, they were all the victims are going to have a pseudonym for them.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
She didn't want it. She's like, no, I want to use my real name, which was even crazier. They're like, okay, so she's all in. And then all of a sudden they can't reach this person. And the prosecution has tried and tried. And the defense is like, well, they should only have until I think the end of this week to even get this person. And they even contacted the lawyer kind of representing this person. And the lawyer's like, oh, I'm busy with personal issues. I can't really get a hold of her. I don't know where she is, which is all weird to me. That's weird.
It sounds like he's hiding her.
Yeah.
Please don't have an exploded car. Please don't have a suicide of any kind. Please, please, please.
Yeah, well, Diddy apparently is not above blowing up people's cars. Didn't he do it to Kid Cudi?
Yeah,
Isn't that one of the charges here?
Yep, Kid Cudi's car.
I just don't want any of that.
So I think we're gonna find this person face up in the
Unalived.
ditch.
This
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. Let's not do that.
What else you got?
And there's no way to prove it. That's the problem. We all just have to be like, well, I guess that person committed suicide.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
guess this thing got to her and she just stabbed herself in the back 8 times.
Exactly.
Isn't it amazing how that happens?
Yeah.
She repeatedly fell on a blade that was pointing up.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you,
Right.
this is gonna be one of the biggest court cases in a while.
Of course it is.
Because this is before it even started. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is all coming out.
And then what happens? Because the jurors are obviously they're doing their thing. Are they going to be sequestered so that nothing
No.
happens to them?
The judge already said they weren't going to be sequestered.
So they're just going to be roaming the streets, and all of a sudden, then this is never going to happen because then one's going to be dead. They have to find another one. They go through all the alternates, and next thing you know, there's never a trial because they can't even find a full ass jury. I almost swear.
Because JP said that, they're not supposed to talk about the trial, but what's the first thing you're going to do when you get home? You're going to talk about the trial. You're going to go talk to people and be like, what did you hear on the outside while we were, busy and stuff?
I don't, to be quite honest with you, I would talk about it with my wife, but I wouldn't get on the phone with my boys and be like, yo, you're not going to believe this one.
Yeah.
You're not coming on air with that nonsense? Come on.
But I would
You're
talk about it. I would talk about it with my wife.
not a team player. That's what the radio is for. Come on.
Well, on the radio, first off, I wouldn't be on the air because I'd be stuck at jury duty.
That's true.
Like a dick.
No. Listen, that's when you're doing, well, you know how I feel about that.
I want to know what the Mike Myers thing is that we were talking about a couple days ago. We still haven't heard any updates.
His
on that.
name came up.
Yeah, what does he have to do with any of this? What if we found out he was just he was a very bad person, and he was a big part of this, which I don't
Mike
think he
Myers?
is. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I know there's going to be one or two celebrities that are going to blow people's minds when they find
Wayne
out.
from Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He was swinging all up in them.
Swing. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah. What else you got?
The attorney on so Diddy's attorney list has this female, and I can't remember her last name, her first name, but Garagos.
If you're gonna do puff dates, you need to be a little bit more in detail.
Well, she's not the interesting part. Her last
Shoddy
name
Are we shoddy journalism?
Boy, do I have a shoddy journalism story for you. I'll tell you the next segment. Yeah.
Her last name is Garagos or whatever, and her pops is like a big attorney. His name is Mark Garagos, and he was on this podcast that he does with TMZ, and he. What I can only call as firing shots at the other side started calling out the prosecutors and called them a six-pack of white women. I was like,
is that what he called them?
He called them a six-pack of white women.
I don't know why that was.
I was like, yo, why would you?
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
God, the world has changed, man.
Yeah.
There is like zero decorum left. And you know who called it? Raj, years ago. Roger.
No, I understand what you're going to say. This is way more than lowering the bar. Lowering the bar might have been a catalyst possibly, but what we're at now, where we're at now, is not about. It's about not being afraid of punishment. And I said this the other day.
Right.
People say what they want to say because they know that there will be no actual punishment. They won't hurt them.
Right.
In any way,
Mike
shape, or
Tyson
form.
said it years ago. He's like, the problem with this is like nobody's. People aren't saying whatever they want to say without getting punched in the mouth. You start punching people in the mouth.
No.
Yeah.
Watch how quick they shut up. But no, what Roger had said years ago, and it's funny. It was like kind of like a throwaway line that he had said, but I've never forgotten it. And he said it was like we were talking about legalization of either drugs or prostitution, whatever was going on. There was talks about legalizing something here. I think it might have been prostitution, and. I was just trying to be a wise ass. He's like, no, but the truth of the matter is, he's like, we just keep getting closer and closer to the gutter. And he was right. And that was like 20 years
hold
ago.
on. I don't think that the prostitute, because
There was more to it than that.
Okay.
But he's like, as a society, he goes, we're just moving towards the gutter instead of away from the gutter. And he's right.
I don't
he's
like that
totally
because
right.
everybody's concept of the gutter is different. So if his version of the gutter is not what mine is, it doesn't mean we're moving to me, it could be we're moving towards not shaming sex workers, or we're working to more of an open mind and less shame.
No, we're not raising the bar as society is what he meant to say. He's like, by going and legalizing drugs and prostitution and all these vices, we're not raising the bar for us. We're lowering the bar. He's not wrong.
I don't know.
He's not, I didn't think he was wrong. I still don't think he's wrong. But I don't think social media helps because right now everybody's behind a keyboard. They say whatever they want because they are not afraid to get punched in the mouth. There's millions of people who say these things on social media that would never say the same thing to a person's face.
That is true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That is true. And I know that we have this weird, I guess, I don't know, loophole of some sort because we have microphones. And so we're not talking directly to somebody's face right now. They're
right.
However many ears are listening, but we don't have their face in front of us. And I say it a million times. I always forget people are listening. So I say a lot of things like, I don't know, I had gas earlier. I would venture to say 99.9% of the things we say on air, I'm not going to change my opinion or what I would say,
right.
I don't think, with someone, right? So I don't think this is the same as a keyboard is what I'm saying, right? Having a microphone and saying the ridiculous things we say.
It's different. A lot of times we're just trying to do comedy and make people laugh and that kind of thing. And there's a big difference.
I feel like there is. I hope there is.
There's a big difference.
If not, we're all screwed.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been plenty of times where I've said something where if I said it in front of their face, they probably would have punched me in the mouth.
Yeah, don't punch me in the face is all I'm saying.
But that wouldn't mean I wouldn't say it.
Yeah.
You know?
Then anybody else? Well, maybe I shouldn't bring it up. I don't mean to bring up Brad Juju or whatever, but remember Drew?
What did he say?
When he got
careful, you're going to get talked about for 20 minutes.
What?
Go ahead.
How come there's an inside joke I don't know here?
No, there was apparently a couple weeks ago when I had said I forgot what.
Oh.
I forgot what it was.
Never
What
mind.
it even was.
Yep.
It was about
Let's not bring that back.
running long, and he went on for a little while. Him and I talked about it. We're good.
Good. Because my point is, remember
You threatened to put him in the river?
Nope.
You said you want some heavy shoes when you swim next? Is that what you said?
Want some heavy shoes?
I may be in New York, but I got people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What happened?
Watch. No, I'm just saying, remember back in the day when he was I think he was in Orlando even, and he was like that in your face guy where he just said things and they were all, not nice or whatever. And then that guy, remember he punched him. Didn't he punch him?
Where?
Did he?
Studio?
Like there was if I'm remembering this correctly, and I know people know, so please correct me because I'm not saying I have this 1,000% right. But from if I put the details together correctly, there was like a live gig or something, and they were on a stage somewhere where he was doing like an appearance or something, and somebody who he made mad, who with his show, like literally came up on stage and punched him in the actual face.
Like ran up and hit him?
And he wasn't expecting it, so it was like a full on punch. He didn't it was just like boom. You guys didn't know about this?
No, I think it was before I was here.
Oh, this was years and years, and this when it actually happened. I want to say it was maybe the 90s or I don't even late 90s.
Oh yeah,
in Orlando,
early 2000s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was forever ago, but I'm saying my point is, please don't punch me in the face at a live gig.
Right.
Let's not do that.
You know what's funny? It's like we have, especially in the building on Long Island, and anybody can come in. Yeah, we have locks and stuff like that, but everything's glass.
Yeah.
That's true. You could just smash it.
And we're in a soundproof studio. So if we're on the air doing what we do and it's in the morning and nobody's here, all they have to do is smash 3 glass doors and walk right into the air studio.
Even though, so they're they're that smashable that you wouldn't notice it.
Yeah, you can smash ours. But good thing is we have people you had to get past before you
we're
get
on
here.
the other end of
You
this.
smash that. Michael Olvera, the gorilla's coming around the corner, and he's going to show you. He doesn't need you to have 99 more men. He'll just whoop your ass.
But you also need to have a key to get up in the elevator.
Yes.
They have to call down, and we have to ring you up in the elevator, that kind of thing.
Only in
Here,
the morning.
all you have to do is break the front door, break the second door, break the third door, boom.
I feel like this glass is made of something just like, I feel like the glass.
Oh, yeah. They don't ever skim with money here. They're like the best of the best.
I
Only
feel
quality.
Like it's thicker, like you
here.
can't bust through it.
It feels that place feels way more secure than the one here does.
Because the
That's for
receptionist
sure.
desk is surrounded like it's a bank. Like there's.
You think.
You know what I mean? Like why would they do that to the reception area?
This is all candy glass like in the movies. You could just run through it
Is
and
it?
not get hurt.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
But you still need a card. Like I remember when I worked at CBS, and we didn't need a card for forever. And I was working there at the time when there was beef between, was it Fitty? I think it was Fitty. And something happened where there was beef, and I think the morning show, something happened bad, and all of a sudden it was like a swarm, like woof. Okay, you can't go in until you have this card. I need to see your ID to get this card. Like it was a whole protection thing, and that's when they put in because the hip hop station is the first one. If you could easily saunter through the front door, through the lobby, turn a corner, and you'd be right in the hip hop station with like 0 stops whatsoever, not glass even, like just doors. And so they swooped down, and then we had to have badges. So I feel like that's commonplace now, right? Badges.
We don't need no stinking badges. You know what movie that is?
Sierra Madre.
No.
Sierra.
The Three Amigos.
Passion of the Christ. Oh.
No, it's not the Three Amigos. That's from an old movie, you crazy.
We don't need no stinking badges.
Something of the Sierra Madre is what it's from. They just repeated it on Three Amigos. I'm embarrassed for you.
Yeah, they colonized it, is what she's saying. No?
Just someone say $1,000.
Yeah.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farrah and Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarrahandFarrah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
cheddar. As in
Don't say it.
$1,000 worth of cheddar.
Oh.
What? You mean the money thing?
Yeah.
You didn't want me to do that?
No.
No, you're probably right. All right, head to the 1025 The Bone app now. Enter the word cheddar. You have until 12:30 for your shot to win $1,000 with the Bone Bonus. Unless, Dizzy, you have more puff date to give, or can we go to break?
Yeah, let's hit the break.
All right, man. It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
.105 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone.
Ruck, run, or walk at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention. Sign up now at defenderruck.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Mike Calter for my friends here at Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. Now, you guys have heard about BOGO deals in the past. Right now, Super Heat and Air and Plumbing is offering $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. That's so much better. No waiting, no mail-in rebates. Instant savings applied right away. Why is this happening? Because industry-wide price hikes are coming for ACs, water heaters, electrical panels, some as high as 20%. But because of Super Heat and Air's long-standing vendor relationships, they've locked in today's prices for our customers only up until May 10th. After May 10th, prices will go up across the board. It's not a scare tactic. It's just a reality of what rising material and manufacturing costs are. Once that date hits, they can no longer hold the pricing. So if you're thinking about upgrading your system or you know your system is on its way out, this is the smartest window to lock in savings before the cost jump. It's going to be a hot summer, and if your air is not working properly, now is the time to call Super Heat and Air and Plumbing and let them come on out and give you $3,000 in instant savings on select AC systems. Go to superheatandair.com. Tell them you heard about the deal on the Mike Calta Show, but do it before May 10th. Superheatandair.com.
Are you ready to build wealth through real estate? Then don't miss this exclusive one-night-only class. Hi, I'm Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger with 102.5 The Bone. May 7th from 6 to 8 at Columbia Restaurant in Ybor City, I'm hosting a special class for serious buyers who want to learn how to buy like the pros. This isn't for first-time home buyers. This is for people who want to acquire real estate portfolio that generates income, fuels retirement, and creates generational wealth. You'll learn how to purchase properties with less than 20% down, pick the right properties, negotiate smart deals, and select reliable tenants that protect your investments. No gimmicks, no sales pitch, just real strategies that seasoned investors use every day. Seats are extremely limited, so just $25 per person or $30 per couple. No children, please. Register at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com and reserve your seat before they're gone.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Are you worried about long-term injuries after an accident? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Before you settle, know your rights and know your options. Visit justcallmo.com. Let's make sure you're covered. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Pollen season is here, and the only way to ensure that your car is truly clean every day is the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. With locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and a new location in Palm Harbor, you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture with daily use.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go!
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
It's JP, Monica, and Dizzy. 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Hour number 2 brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Tampa's injury attorneys. We'll get to Dead Guy in the Envelope in just a couple of minutes. But this is the shoddy journalism I wanted to get to you, Monica.
Okay.
And the journalist was my wife. Yesterday, she goes for a drive. She went for a walk with her sister, and then she had to meet her somewhere. So she had the car, she had the dog, right? She went to get gas, and she hears a woman screaming, "Help! Help!" The woman was driving.
Okay.
She looks up, and there's a guy. She's driving, and there's a guy hanging outside the car. His head, like his arms, are in the car, in the back window.
Yeah.
Right? But this woman is driving, screaming, "Help, help."
Yeah.
So my wife gets in the car and decides she's going to be some sort of well, I don't know what she was trying to do.
Well, 911 first.
She gets in the car. She follows the car. She's on the phone with 911.
Awesome.
Right. And she's following the car, and the cops are asking my wife where she is. My wife is telling them, and the cops are saying she's somewhere else. She's like, "I'm not on Sunrise Highway." She's like, "This is where I am." And then they finally figured it out, right? She's driving behind this car, and the guy is just literally hanging out holding on for dear life, because she's just dragging this guy along.
Oh, no.
He's like keeping his legs up in the air and that kind of thing, like trying not. Eventually, as they're driving, Nicole's still following because she's waiting for the cops. The guy falls. The woman slams on the brakes. The dude falls and just hits the floor, and he's like just laying there. So my wife just kind of stops back, and the woman goes up and then stops. The driver goes up and then stops.
Oh, she went. Okay.
Right? So then the guy all of a sudden pops back up and starts running after the car.
Oh, God, go, leave.
The car starts going again.
Yeah. Why did you stop?
Then it stops, and the guy's still running, and the cops still aren't there.
How long does it take? Come on.
So then it was another time where she took off again, and then the guy caught up, and then he ended up getting in the car.
Again after.
And the woman is driving, and my wife is like, "Please don't let that." And then the car stops.
This is like a movie. You had your chance,
Right.
lady. Get away.
Okay, and then the car stops, and then the cops get there, pull him over. So my wife was like, "Please don't let there be a baby in the car." There was a baby in the backseat of the car. Right? So now the guy's in the car. There's a baby in the backseat. The car's on the side of the road. Cops show up.
Finally.
So my wife turns around and she takes off. She comes to the house. She comes home.
Yeah, good. She's safe too.
She's like, "Everybody come in the kitchen."
Oh, no.
It was me, Isabella, and Joseph, and, Nicole. She's like, "I got to tell you guys a story." And she tells that whole story.
That's crazy. I'm glad
And
she's
we're
okay.
all looking at her like, "Well, what happened?" She's like, "Well, I don't know."
I don't
know.
know.
Well, who was the guy? She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Shoddy journalism."
That's not
You
shoddy
can't-
journalism.
You can't come
no
in
end.
You can, thank you.
You got to
There
go,
is
but
no
you got to
end.
stay safe and get out of
There
there.
was no end.
Yeah, the end
right.
is she's
but
safe.
you
That's
came
the
in.
end.
She came in the house.
Now that is weird too.
She came in the house. I got to tell you guys this story, and like her energy level is up. Like she can't wait to deliver this story.
Yeah.
And then both my son's oblivious. My daughter and I are like asking questions. We're like, well, who was the guy? What ended up happening? Did the cops arrest anybody? Then she's like, I don't know. I took off. I'm like, you just made this whole story up and you gave us no ending.
But the ending is
We
she's
have no
safe and she's
ending.
No,
home.
it was
and
a
that's what
tease.
happened. No, I have to side with her on this one because it's about she did all she could do to help. The cops were there. It's out of her hands now. She's got to get out of there. And I don't know why she called you in for a family meeting, but maybe her just adrenaline was going and it was very scary, and so she's home and she's safe.
I think
That is
Dizzy
funny.
I
That's a
think
little
Dizzy
fan-
nailed it. It was a 4-minute tease.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a tease.
It was a 4-minute tease.
All that we didn't get the answers we wanted at the
Right.
end.
What is the
I
what,
have no
what
guy.
answers do you
Was
want?
that the father?
Yeah.
Why was she dragging him?
Yeah.
Did he do something? Was she high and he was trying to get the baby out of the car?
You need
like
none of
I
this.
have a million, much like you, Monica. Most times, I have a million questions, all left unanswered.
You know
I
what?
felt grossly unfulfilled after that story.
Yeah, you can't, like you said, Monica, she brought everyone in. You can't make it an everyone come here. And then you tell a story that has
That's a
no
little
ending.
weird. That is a little weird. But again, she must have been like, oh my, I'm not saying she was in any harm directly, but it had to have been scary, and her adrenaline had to have been pumping. So when she comes home, she got to get it off her chest. And then your guys' proper response is is not supposed to be you're a tease. How did it end? It's supposed to be thank God you're safe. Thank you for helping out. You did a good thing there. That's the proper response.
You want to know what the reality of that was?
What?
We all got up and walked out of the
I feel so bad.
She's
for
like,
your
you
wife.
guys suck.
You
I'm like,
do
no, your
suck.
story sucked.
Oh my
I'm going to go watch a TV show, with an ending.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right.
You guys are so wrong on so many levels. Also, for the record, for anybody listening and for y'all, if you, God forbid, get into any kind of trouble like that, that's not what you do in the year 2025. You don't scream help because it seems people's attitudes are, and God bless your wife for not having that attitude. When someone hears help, they want to mind their own business or they don't want to put themselves in danger, so they don't want to help. So instead, and you obviously can't yell fire or anything like that. So instead, you're supposed to scream really loud, stop, please stop it. I don't even know you. If you're, that's like what you're supposed to say, and people will be like, "Oh, what's going on over there?" and be more.
Did you take a self-defense class?
I learned it from someone in that kind of position. Yeah, you're supposed to scream, "Stop! Please stop or stop! I don't even know you."
Help! I don't know this MFer. That's what you got to yell.
You can throw some swears in there, I'm sure, but that's going to be people more apt to want to be curious to find out what's going on over there and get involved than help these days.
Like, I am still dying to know, to be honest with you. Like, was that the father trying to save the kid?
Make up your own
from
story,
the back of the
guy.
car? Like, was she drunk, maybe, and then he was trying to stop her, at least wanted to get the kid out of the car?
Want me to tell you this true story?
Did she steal the baby and he
Yeah.
was trying to get the baby back? And
Right.
The true story is
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
she's the
I want my
babysitter.
baby back, baby. She was the babysitter? Okay.
And she was having an affair with, I can just tell you the ending right now. She was having an affair with the husband. So when the wife comes home and busts her, she takes the kid for collateral, like the wife's not going to hit me if I have her baby. They get in the car. She squeals away. The husband's like, don't leave me with this bitch. And so he gets in the car and they get in a huge fight about it. Like, what's going to happen? And my life's ruined and blah, blah, blah. And so she's like, get the hell out of the car. She kicks him out of the car. And then that's when your wife came in and saw all of that.
If it was the babysitter, then now she's got kidnapping charges on top of everything
she just
because the
wanted that
baby
as-
was in the back of the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She had
we'll
the baby.
never know because Nicole doesn't know how to tell a story, apparently.
I told you the story.
Amen.
That's it.
Amen.
You guys suck. You guys are horrible people.
Well, if you invest yourself that much, you got to stay to the end. You got to give us a
Maybe you focus on the fact that she's safe and that she just went through something that might have been scary for her.
I would have been like, you
credit.
good? You all right? Okay. Who's he?
I'll give her credit for the delivery.
Yeah.
Like, she had us with her delivery. You know what I'm saying? Because there was an energy behind it. There was she was selling it, right?
Yeah, she was teasing you guys. She was getting you
Might as
all
well
worked
just-
up, and then no climax,
Yeah.
no finish.
It's like a dry handy, with no ending.
Dry handy.
You
Opposed
know?
to a wet handy?
Lube.
Mm.
Lubed up. Duh.
Yeah.
It really has been a while, huh?
Yeah, for real. I was like, wait, are we?
If we're going to do handy, we
you
might
think
as well
we're
do
in the
mouth.
minority here?
I'm saying, let's just go straight to mouthy. Why are we handy?
I understand. I understand.
Yeah, but that's why it's not enjoyable, we're saying.
Apparently, according to the internet and stuff I see on Instagram, the handy's making a little bit of a comeback.
Is
I don't know why.
That's awesome.
I don't know why.
I like it.
You didn't like a good one?
Nobody's going to do it better than me.
But it's still better than nothing, right?
It's a good point, but...
Yeah, but, you know, like
So
you
you'd
said,
rather
if
do
we're
it
doing
yourself.
a handy, why don't we just go to the mouthy?
Yeah, let's do mouthy. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you could, would you give yourself a mouthy? I think you said you would, didn't you?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you did,
Yep.
because I was like, wait, why?
Yep.
You said, what's the difference? And
It's
like,
right. It's me. It's still me. It's not like I'm going out doing these other dudes. It's just me. It's just me.
You do your own stuff anyway with your hand. Why would you not just do it with your mouth? Like, what's
big difference?
Exactly.
Big difference. Again,
it's really not that big.
It's a big difference in just with your hand and then gawking yourself.
If you woke up one day, right, and all of a sudden you would just, for whatever, you were stretching, and you realized that you were able to do it, you would might. I'm not saying you would do it right away, but I'm saying at some point there would be some inner turmoil.
I don't
that you would have to sort. You would have to sort through, and then at some point you do it. Especially if your chick was with you.
What?
Yeah.
So wait,
and she asked you to. You do it.
No, this is getting out of hand.
You would.
We have a dead guy. Do we have a dead guy?
I have a dead guy, but I'm not unleashing him until we get to the, we know what the real truth is.
Nobody says you have to stay home every day and that's what you do at all times. But just out of nothing else, out of curiosity, one time, and you just start it, and you don't even have to finish it to completion. I feel like if you had that ability, especially as a teenage boy, your curiosity would get to you enough.
No, there's no way I'm going to be looking at my thing and be like, ooh.
You know what? You're attracted to it. We're
Let me just give it a taste. There's no way.
You gave it a tug.
Yes, it's not about attraction.
Yeah, but that's not my mouth on it.
You gave it a tug. All I'm saying, if it would have happened when I was a teenage boy, I would have had to take a week off.
Well, that's exactly. Nobody's saying you're obsessed with it. I'm saying it's something that it's a curiosity. There's no attraction. There's no sexual anything. It's just like.
Well, it is. It's sexual.
Well, that's sexual.
I'm saying you don't. It doesn't have to go to completion. It just has to be a. I can do that. Oh, let me just. Oh, I don't like that. I don't.
Exactly.
I tried it. I don't like it. But at
Got
least
news for you. If you're interested in doing that yourself, probably interested in doing it to other people.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's all I'm saying.
That's small.
Curiosity is in you. We have established that.
So let me ask you a question. You can give yourself a tug. Are you interested in doing that to other people?
No.
The answer is no, right?
No.
Same thing.
So what is the difference?
It's a big difference because I'm not choking on something in that.
There's not a big. Yeah. Okay. Go. Good for you.
You're not choking?
Nobody likes to show off.
You can think you can just take it, stuff it in the back of your mouth like a tobacco chew.
All right, Dead Guy in the Envelope is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. I have a dude, a white American guy you know from sports, and I will. I'll say you know him. Yeah, white American guy you know from sports.
Okay, so Big Four.
Yeah. Big Four is good. Okay, I'll take that. That was loud.
Is the sport currently being played? Like, is it active in its season right now?
Oh, that's a good question. I like that.
I mean, a version of it is.
So that's football. That's football because UFL is.
Oh, gotcha. Ooh, look at you, Monica.
I would say you know this guy best for football.
Okay.
All right. 800-771-1025. White American guy you probably know best for football. All right. It's Dead Guy in the Envelope, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Your yes or no questions when we return. Be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, Count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Beautify your home by going to rbafla.com and taking advantage of Renewal by Anderson's Window of Opportunity Savings event. You buy 2 windows or patio doors, get the third for 60% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Renewal by Anderson is awesome. rbafla.com. License number CGC 1527613. rbafla.com.
Mobile service is here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry-owned today online at jerryowned.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but it's also hard to deal with a cough that won't go away and thinking it's lung cancer, or feeling your heart race after a walk and wondering if it's a heart attack, or telling your family you may not be around to see your next birthday.
Quitting tobacco is hard, but the consequences are even harder. Tobacco-Free Florida has free resources to help you stay smoke-free. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine patches, gum, or lozenges. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW. Or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Where exactly do you think you're going? You're abandoning me, your beloved, exquisitely plush couch. Look, these feet are handcrafted mahogany. Put that Heineken's back. Do you really want to go to that concert? Wouldn't it be infinitely better to stay here with me? Look, I have a perfect imprint of your posterior. Please, don't go!
Don't listen to your couch. Head to a concert with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-THIRD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's that guy in the envelope, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. The hints you got so far is a white American guy that you know from sports. You guys said football. I said, yeah. And 800-771-1025. So now you get your yes or no questions. You get a yes, you go again, you get a no. We move on to the next call, put all the clues together, and today you will win a pair of tickets to see Stained at the Amp.
What?
On the 13th.
What? Why is the music so loud?
That's a good question. It's not loud anymore. Let's go with Chris on line 1. Go, Chris.
Hey, did he have a notable career after the NFL?
Yes.
Was he in like a broadcaster of any type?
Oh, I love you so much right now.
Shut up.
Can I take a guess?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Pat Summerall.
Yes, sir.
One and done, baby.
Chris.
Here we go.
That's only the second time it was one and done.
They love it so much.
All right, yeah. Pat Summerall is that guy in the envelope. You got a pair of tickets to see Stained at the Amp on the 13th of May.
Thank you, Chris.
Hold on, you win.
Yeah, and that's the end of Dead Guy Forever.
Yay, the
We
last
always
one
agreed if it was
ever.
one and done,
Yep,
we would quit.
we did. That
so.
was the rule. I don't like it.
We never agreed on that.
Oh, now we didn't agree on it.
We didn't agree on it.
We did.
I think we all two versus one. I do believe we did.
Majority
agree.
rules.
I don't care what you guys think.
I know. 2 versus 1. And I'll
Dead
just
guy for life, yo.
I'll use the JP line. My name's on the marquee or the bumper sticker or whatever you say. Yeah.
My name is on the bumper sticker.
You
Oh,
remember
that's
that
cute.
Asian face shows up when.
Like,
Whatever happened to that? Did it fix?
I can't find that whole on the RDS on the display. I'm assuming it got fixed.
Or did people just go, that's just JP now?
That's JP, yeah.
I'm assuming that got fixed. Remember that? I came up as an Asian guy that it just randomly
And
pulled
who was
photos.
he?
The whole the story behind that was I don't know who it was. I have no idea.
Rando.
I just know nobody really seemed all that concerned. Like it wasn't exactly a high priority fix.
With you on that. It felt very much like, oh, that's funny, and then moved on. Like,
Right. No, I think they took care of it. Brennan actually sounded concerned.
Well, because he says he's the one who does all that.
Oh.
So he was like, what?
Right. It had something to do with the streaming. It was like, are they listening to the radio? Are they listening through the app?
Oh.
And it had something to do with the streaming. And then it was like, okay, what kind of car are they listening to? Is it a Chevy? Is it a J? Like they were asking me a million questions. I'm like, I don't know, man.
You don't come here so often. He just doesn't know.
Yeah,
He's like, wait, he's not Chinese?
I forgot.
Right.
I forgot what you look like. It's been
It has
forever.
been a little while.
It's been close. It's been close enough.
And then, well, for a while, I hadn't been down there in years.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I hadn't gone down there in,
I'm not saying, but
years.
are you any closer to knowing whether you'll be here for that July situation?
I
they're
will be
announcing?
there for the July situation.
Yeah, I think you have to, right?
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there? I think they're doing the big announcement.
Dizzy's another one that's not happy about my arrival.
No, I just didn't think you were going to come.
No, I have to. It seems pretty big.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty. It's.
Yeah.
It seems like a pretty big deal. So I will be there. And it also sounds like a good time.
Absolutely. Exactly. So sorry that you have to come down here for a torturous weekend. It's going to be horrible.
And according to Mr. Olivero, working on something for the Metallica show on June 6th.
Oh.
So,
Well,
we'll see.
it's too much of a in between.
Next 2 months you might come.
No,
Could be twice. Could be twice in a little over a month.
You don't want to saturate the market. You don't want to. Sometimes missing.
I kind of want to do. I want to be with the people. I want to give hugs.
No, you don't. No, you
I do.
don't.
I do.
Okay, so on record right now, I shall pull the audio.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person that you see is going to hug you.
Oh, I love that.
You want to give hugs? Then take the hugs.
Yeah.
Fine.
JP mouth hugs coming up in 2 months. He's curious. He told us.
Wet hand stuff. Wet hand stuff.
Why are you bringing it back there? I just bought my wife a vacuum for Mother's Day.
What?
How do you think that's gonna? She asked for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it did. And that's fine if she asked for it. But you need something else besides just the vacuum.
Yeah, you got to add some deli meat and bread.
We're going out to dinner.
A duster and some sponges.
We're going out to dinner.
That's so generic. Listen, I'm the wrong person to ask. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
I asked her, what do you want for Mother's Day? Yeah. Her response to me, she sent me a picture of a Shark vacuum thing, stand-up vacuum, like a little quick zippy thing, and dinner with the kids, and her aunt and her uncle are going to come.
Oh, the kids are coming to dinner too? Okay, now who foots the bill
it's
on
Mother's
that?
Day, so yeah.
Who foots the bill on that? Because your kids are of money-making age, and they do make money, so...
Me.
But it's their mom. It's
My
not your
kids,
mom.
They'll get her a gift.
But part of the gift is the dinner. That's her words.
No, they'll go get her a gift. The dinner's my responsibility.
Those kids, no, it's not. You're there. She's not your mom.
Listen, can we agree that maybe the one topic you shouldn't be chiming in on is Mother's Day?
I was going to say, wait, I don't have to get Nicole anything?
Maybe. No, she's not your mom.
My father used to say that all. My father used to say that all the time. She's the mother of my children, and I celebrate it.
And you can celebrate it 360.
Hey, send me the link to the website. I'm going to get her one too.
I celebrate it with a vacuum.
I'll say this one time, and you're going to like this. I mean, / hate it, but goes right on par. One time, one of my birthdays, when it was right before we got married, and to my ex, and it was like 2 days before my birthday or something, and he comes home with a vacuum. Now, granted, it was a nice Dyson vacuum when they were first coming out, so it was all, it cost some money or whatever.
Yeah, they were expensive.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, and he came home and he was all excited. And he goes, look what I got. He got a good deal on it at some clearance, whatever. It was a really good deal. And he was like, I just knew, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's one of those new ones. And I was kind of excited. I'm like, that's cool. And I was like, oh, and you got a good deal. That's awesome. We had a little bit, maybe 5-minute convo about it. And then he goes, so glad you liked it. I knew you would. It's your birthday present.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You should have kicked him right in the pecker.
But what am I supposed to say to that? Like, no, it's not. Like, I have no choice in that matter at that point.
I would have turned around and said, really? Give me the receipt. And I would have returned it.
No, but it was a cool. Listen, it's a cool
Monica,
vacuum.
Stop.
I know.
You have victim written all over you.
No. But
it's called emotional abuse, is what it is.
I was upset, but I also liked it was like both. Both can exist. Like I was like, that is a very cool vacuum, and I'm glad we have it. However, why is that I didn't ask, like, why is that my birthday gift? It's 2 days before my birthday, and that's all.
For someone who calls out sexism any chance she's got.
I know.
That is the most sexist gift. Listen, I would have never even thought about buying Nicole a vacuum for Mother's Day if she didn't specifically send me the link that she wanted it. It would have never crossed my mind. However, this is also the same woman who one year for Mother's Day asked me to get her a pitchfork.
For what?
Wait, what?
Gardening.
Oh.
For stuff to do with, like, she was doing. She loves to go out there and tinker in the
in
the flower beds and trees and all
I thought it was to take souls. I was like, what?
I know. I was like, she the devil? Like, what's happening with a pitchfork?
No, it was a full-blown pitchfork. As a matter of fact, you know what's funny about that? And I remember it like it was yesterday. On my way to go to Home Depot to get that stuff, the rug, I was driving a Chevy Tahoe at the time. And the rug, like the floor mat from the truck, got caught where the gas pedal is.
Oh.
I couldn't stop the truck.
What do you do?
What I did was I jammed on the brakes, moved over. Wait, no. Something like I believe it was that.
Ugh, this is like Nicole telling stories all over again.
I jammed on the brakes and stuff, but I had to like put 2 feet down on the brakes, get over to the side of the road, and then when I was slow enough, I had to jam it into park.
Oh.
And I could have dropped the whole transmission right then and there.
Yeah, but
that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And I just like shot forward. I almost hit my head on the steering wheel.
Yeah, that's
that
an
was
abrupt.
it. And I was just like freaking out. It was one of those adrenaline rush, hands are shaking,
Yeah,
couldn't
what do you do?
like
Think
what is
fast.
going on? I'm on the side of the road. And I'm like, what could and then for some reason I looked at it and I realized that the rug was caught. And I pulled the rug out. I was like, oh, it's that's all it is. I was freaking out.
Yeah, that's
freaking out.
That's adrenaline, and that's scary. That is if that shows if you're good in an emergency situation. You didn't lose your crap and start crying. You know what I mean? You had to act. You had to do something.
Did we all have to drive in like icy roads and stuff, right? And like avoid black ice. Well, you can't really avoid it, but just
you don't slam on the brakes on the ice.
You steer into it.
Yeah,
pump it and steer. Yeah.
I love driving in the snow.
I hate it. Oh
I
my
do.
God!
I didn't mind it. I don't know why people minded it.
Because up until now, I've always had 4-wheel drive.
It will definitely make you a lot better of a driver knowing how to maneuver out of situations and stuff.
Yeah. I'm an excellent driver.
Okay.
I am.
Well, I'm not saying you're not, but that's enough.
You
with
don't.
it.
You have no idea. You
I'm not
can't say
saying you're not. I'm saying,
I'm
well,
an
listen, hold
excellent-
on.
Knock on wood.
I was in the car
Excellent.
with you last time you were here, or one of the last times you were here. And
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. We went to El Cap.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You alive?
I guess I am.
You're alive? Do we get any tickets?
No.
Any accidents?
No.
Solid.
Is that the mark of a good driver, or just someone who can not get in an accident?
I haven't had an accident in...
Don't finish that sentence.
I understand. I'll tell you this.
don't
It's over 35 years, and I haven't had a ticket in
That's because you know people.
and probably 30 years.
You have a card. That doesn't.
There is. I'll give you that one. Okay.
35 minutes from now, you're gonna get in an accident.
Yeah,
you just jinxed yourself.
Why would you?
Because
You
did
did
it. It was
Yeah.
you.
I'm not saying I don't want it to happen. I'm
No,
just saying you
Are
put
you
it out
sure?
there.
'Cause
Yeah,
I kind of feel like
We warned you.
At
We
it as
said-
an opportunity.
we
Well, if he
said
dies
don't
in an
say-
accident, they're gonna have somebody in that seat.
someone's name moves up on the marquee.
Right, rotate.
What's wrong with you guys?
All right, we got about a little while. John Senning will take over in about 20 minutes or so. Take a break, we'll come back, have some more laughs, and we'll hand the keys off to Mr. Senning. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Let's have some summer fun in the summer sun, Bone fam. It's the Neutral Summer of Music, presented by Neutral. Win tickets to some of the summer's biggest shows, like Thomas Rhett, Katy Perry, Jason Aldean, and more. Plus, score Neutral summer gear, including hats and coolers. Scan the QR code at participating Florida Circle K's, Miller's Ale House, or at the Blind Goat in Tampa to enter. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Visit theboneonline.com for more details.
Wait, you're leaving us? You're matching pajamas.
Matching silk pajamas, babe.
You discover Heineken and now you go out to watch live sports?
We were literally made to wrap you in luxury, to vibe, to recharge your soul.
And your weighted blanket is here.
It's like a blanket, but so weighted.
Don't listen to your PJs. Head to the game with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
Raise a Big Daddy mug this summer at Hooters. Bud and Bud Light Big Daddies for just $6. Or Mick Ultra for $6.50. Big beers, better deals. Only at Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They have something for everyone's budget. They have the largest selection that is family owned and operated under one roof. That is why they are the destination for jewelry. They will walk you through the process and make it super easy. The Golden Diamond Source is extending their Mother's Day gift card match. The $500 gift card match is going on right now, May 5th through the 11th. That means if you come in with a $500 budget, they will match it for up to $1,000 in spending power. You can either give it as a gift card so they can experience and shop with you, or buy jewelry that same day. They're at 3800 Olmerton Road, right off of 275. Check them out online at goldendiamond.com and get in there for the $500 Mother's Day gift card match, May 5th through May 11th, and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Jason Hansen, former CIA officer here with an urgent warning. The 2025 tariffs are a matter of national security, and retaliation can become an extreme national threat. Every American with a 401k, IRA, or retirement account should act now before it's too late. I urge everyone to protect and secure their hard-earned money with physical gold and silver before we see massive retaliations from China and an extreme market of volatility. I only trust Advantage Gold with my money. They're the #1 precious metals company in America, and they can help you secure retirement with physical gold and silver. To get started, just call 800-324-9902 and request their free gold investment guide and learn how you can own physical gold and silver, tax-free and penalty-free. But don't wait. This threat is real. Call 800-324-9902. Now again, that's 800-324-9902. Call right now and get your free gold investment guide today, or visit AdvantageGold.com. Past performance may vary. Always consult with a tax and financial professional.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, back to JP.
JP 1025 The Bone, Friday afternoon, about an hour and change away. John setting at 2 o'clock.
Sun is calling me. What are you guys still like wintering up there? Because I feel like.
What's the matter?
Are you guys? Is it cold up there still?
It's cold and sideways rain. Anyway,
Bro,
2
where do
o'clock.
you live, man?
2 o'clock. Send have another
know.
shot for you to win $1,000.
Tell your city we are about to be in summer.
It's summer.
It's technically summer, right?
Yeah, and like clockwork, my son's got a lacrosse game.
In the rain? Do they do that? Is it all weather?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun, though. I mean, not all the time, but I feel like that'd be fun.
I want to say, out of all of his games, only 2 weren't either freezing or raining.
But is it a little bit fun where you don't have a drinker? I was going to say, I would like bundle up and not get drunk or anything, but have like 1 or 2 White Claws. Yeah.
Drinking at my kids' sporting events.
What do you think parents do?
Literally
They're all
everybody
drinking
else is
in their
doing.
little tumblers and stuff.
At tournaments, yeah.
No. At the outside
games.
baseball games, those little Stanley Cups the moms have, it's full of wine.
Yep.
Guarantee you.
It has never even crossed my mind to have a drink at one of my son's games.
Well, you're not
at
really
tournaments, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
But normally, even at tournaments, I wouldn't do it because I was coaching.
I was going to say.
The parents drank, though.
That's the only way you're getting through some of those games.
Yeah. Because it's not like it's exciting.
No.
The worst experience I ever had as just being like a dad on this when my daughter was little, I want to say she was, I don't know, 6, 7 years old. She decided she wanted to play softball. Oh, my God.
Ugh.
That was the worst.
How old was she?
The
What was-
worst. She was probably 6 or 7 years
Oh,
old.
well, that's too. Yeah. No,
Oh,
then they
my
don't know
God.
what they're
and
doing.
they let the kids pitch. They let the kids pitch for like the first 4 or 6 pitches, and then the coach comes in. Just pitch to the kids.
Yeah.
You, coach, parent, whatever it is, you pitch. Don't let the kids pitch. It took forever.
Yeah.
One softball game, one little girl's 6-inning softball game took longer, and I say this with my hand on my heart, and I swear on my children, took every bit as long as if I would have drove to the Bronx, went to a Yankee game, and drove back. That's how long that game took. I wanted to die.
That's why you drink, guy.
Yeah. Still,
That
though,
was the worst.
if one of Nicole's girls want to play softball, I'm walking out that relationship.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gone. I'm sorry.
then you gotta get
I'm not-
older.
that's what you said. I'm not your father.
Yeah. Get your daddy to go.
Get your father to your softball games.
Gotta understand the rules. You know what I mean? And have some semblance. Nobody expects you to be perfect, but you got to be able to. Like, I played softball for a summer when I was in 6th grade. What is that? 12.
Yeah.
You know, that's, I think, when you start to, you're okay. We're in this. We're competitive. We care. We're not just standing here. You know,
Right.
We're all wanting to be here. When you're 6, 7, 8, 9, even 10, 11, no, nobody. There's no sense of urgency.
I didn't start sports till I was like 11, maybe 10.
Oh, I was playing soccer when I was 3.5.
But you didn't know what you were doing. Let's face facts.
No, you learn.
You were running up and down the field back and forth.
By my second year, not my first year, by my second year, I was good.
My pops
good
wanted
for you.
me
True.
to play before he put me in because they wanted to put me in when I was like 7, and they're like, let's just wait till the boy wants to.
Yes.
And then one day I
Yeah.
was just like, hey, I kind of want to play this thing.
Oh, I wanted
Yes.
to. I was all in, man, from young. I think I was 3.5 or 4. Maybe,
You don't even remember. Like, the memories.
I remember it. And you know what else I remember? Day one, having a kick with my father. My father was my coach. He never knew what he was doing. It was him and another dad. And I was just having a kick, like, in between. It was before we got to warm up as a team. So it's like the other game before us is still on. And I was just kicking the ball back and forth with my father, and I hit him right in the nuts.
Of course
Dropped
you
him.
did.
I didn't do it on purpose.
No, that's just
I didn't
the
do
way
it on
goes.
purpose, but I dropped him. I remember that. I do not understand why my brain works the way it works. There is no reason for me to remember that, but I remember it vividly. I can see the uniforms of the two teams that were playing. I can see the fence that was on my left-hand side because that's what separated the field from the road. I could see it like it was right there. I could tell you what my father was wearing. He was wearing a blue T-shirt and jeans.
But what did you have for lunch last Tuesday?
Yeah, he struggled to tell us a story about him stopping a car.
Yeah.
Remembers that
yeah,
to the
that's
T.
true. That is true.
Ask me who that guy was on the other show this morning. What the top 10 list was. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
Your brain is kind of weird. But
It's my brain is broken.
It is, but you have, I feel like your memories, I'm glad that you have these memories, I should say, because you also have memories of your dad smacking you because you're left-handed. Like, you have to have the good memories to shine.
I remember the one, I don't know if I ever told you this one. I was on the field, I was playing, and I hear,
What is? I'm not a dog. Well, who's
and
calling
I'm looking
me?
around. I'm like, what's going on? I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm playing. And I'm like, I look up. I see my father. My father's pointing in the direction of me. I'm like, Dad, shut up. I got it. I'm in the middle of a game. And I just said, Dad, shut up. I got it. That was in the first half.
No.
So he had the rest of the first half, all of halftime.
To stew.
And the entire second half to stew. To stew on it. And then I'm walking off the field. I don't think anything of it.
You moved on.
Boom. Drops me. Open hand to the head. Boom. Tell me to shut up again. He sat on that thing for an hour.
But hold on. And
He
that's
couldn't
awful.
wait. And then you watch the other parents grab their kids and walk fast.
Yeah,
I'm like, nobody's going to rescue me.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to, say anything to him. Nobody's
Not
going to
back then.
nothing.
No.
They just left me.
But JP, and I don't want to end the show in a bad note, but no disrespect here, but that is, except for the physical hitting part, That sounds just like you. You would not have let it go. You'd have been like, oh, this kid. Not even maybe with your kids, but if someone did something wrong and you couldn't do anything about it right away, you would be stewing until you could verbally thrash them. And you know it. Oh, come on.
I don't know. Because not for that situation. Because I know what it's like to be in the game and doing what you're doing and playing.
No, and I don't think even with your kids
and
but I think if someone said something, let's say you're you were working with a coworker or whatever, and you're at an event for the other station or something, and then some promo kid said something smart ass to you in front of everybody, but then you're obviously not going to do anything about it then. But the whole event, you're going to be thinking about it, and the second you were alone with that kid, you've been like, listen, kid, and you would let him have it, and you know it.
You can't. That kid would go running right to HR. Now I have an issue. So I had a situation like that with a promo person, and the kid was trying to tell me. Meanwhile, what he doesn't know is I did that job for 5 years. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's trying to tell me where I told him, do me a favor, move the van out, because there was an opportunity. You can either have a van in the parking lot where people would pull in to see it and be going into that club to see it, or you can pull it about 100 yards away, and it would be you park at caddy corner and on the highway, and how many thousands of cars are passing by it.
That's like
he's
Promotions
trying to tell
101.
me. He's trying to tell me why he should have it. I'm like, stop being a lazy prick and go move the car. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Right? So then it was a thing, and I ended up going to his boss just to give her a heads up. I'm like, you deal with this, because if I deal with it, it's gonna escalate quickly.
I feel like that kind of proves my point. You wouldn't.
Yeah, that one. I'll give you that one. But I never hit my kid.
No, and I even said I don't think the physical hitting part. I think the stewing part. I think hearing something and it hitting you the wrong way, whether it was meant to or not. Because I don't think you meant to be mean to your dad. You were, like you said, you're just in the game and leave me alone. Like, you weren't doing it viciously.
If I would have just waved him off and said leave me alone, that would have been fine. But I said shut up.
Yeah.
And he must have been sitting next to somebody. So. But I said it like that. Shut up, I got it. Like, it was just like.
I know, but it hit him wrong.
He was held on to that one.
Really, shocker.
Like, he held on tight. He wasn't letting that thing go at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got home, and my mother was like, "What happened?" And that was it. I wouldn't let him go to my games. He didn't go to my games for years. I said, if he goes, I'm not going.
Maybe that was his out.
What
What if you were told you didn't have?
He was probably too good. I should have did it 4 years ago.
Yup, exactly. You got a get out of jail free card from going to your kids' crap.
They enjoyed it. He enjoyed it because I was good. If I sucked, he'd hate it.
Hell, you know what? I'm about.
It's the truth.
Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it just sounds weird. I was good. I was good at 5.
I was good in my second year. I was good. I scored a lot of goals. I got it. I wouldn't say that about a lot of things. I could say that about soccer.
Awesome.
And he just, and he was cool with it. So he enjoyed watching it.
Did he ever play?
No. Wow. There was a at one point.
What was that?
I don't know. That was the best.
He never played competitively, but at one point they had a bunch of the dads decided to put a men's team together.
Oh, I love it.
And he had never played before. And the first day he played, he broke his leg.
Oh.
And that was the end of that.
Oh, given your knee or your back or whatever it is that hurts you, ankles, whatever it is.
He broke his ankle.
I'm saying, would you do that if right now they were like, oh,
No.
there's a dad's league getting together, but you're so good, but your body is.
No, I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
I played an alumni game, I would say about 4 years ago. And felt good. I was happy with the way I was playing. And then halftime came. And as soon as I stopped, the entire bottom half of my body locked up.
Oh, that
The entire
sucks.
bottom half of my body locked up. Like, I tried to go out for the second half. I couldn't take a full stride. My buddy Chris is like, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, I can't. He's like, get off the field. I couldn't move. I was like, okay, that's it.
That's got to be frustrating for your own. Like,
Yeah.
your mind wants to, your energy wants to, but you're like,
You nailed it. My mind knew what to do, and my body was not having it.
That sucks.
Was not having it. All right, that's it for us. Have a great weekend, everybody. John Senning is up next again. Like I said before, he's got a shot for you to win another $1,000 with the bone bonus at 2:00. What?
Just so you know, there will be no buying of my drinks. Like I said, I don't have gas at all, so there was no gas in studio all the
So you
time.
didn't fart?
No.
All right, that's unfortunate for you. and your guests, whoever you're going to the concert
know.
with. But enjoy the show. Billy,
Okay.
enjoy Jet. Everybody who's going to the show, enjoy it. That's it for us. We'll be back Monday morning at 11 o'clock. Have a great weekend, everybody. John Senning's in next. Bye.
As long as you're careful of pretty bodies, your little secret will be safe.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Honor all heroes at Palm Harbor Hero Fest on May 17th. This incredible community event celebrates our local heroes, first responders, veterans, and everyday champions making a difference. Enjoy live music, food trucks, kids' activities, a vendor marketplace, and more. Admission is free and fun for all ages.
When it really matters, choose Farah & Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Mobile service is here at Jerry-owned Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We come to you at your home or office. That means you can save even more time and money with your next service experience with no more wait times. We'll come at your convenience to your home or office. Then we'll perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. See just how easy and convenient it can be for yourself. Schedule a mobile service with Jerry-owned today online at jerryowned.com. Tampa is Ohm Country.
See dealer for complete details.
Hey guys, it's a cat named Mo, and for the past 10 years, I've been talking about the Centers for Men's Health, better known as C4MH.com, which has been the leader in low T care for the past 15 years. C4MH.com leads because it's a local medical practice, not one of those slick national franchise T clinics that pop up overnight. C4MH leads because it has no financial contracts, no upfront treatment payments, and no added cost treatments. C4MH leads because we fully disclose, and I say we because, again, I've been with them for 10 years, the affordable pricing. There are no hidden surprise costs. The slick pop-up clinic's pricing is nowhere to be found, and then come the contracts and high-pressure upselling. C4MH leads because 18 West Coast Florida locations only treat you with pharmaceutical testosterone and never the cut rate compounded stuff the other clinics use. So when you want affordable, safe, convenient, low T care, go to C4MH.com.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Our massive Kia mega sale is going on now at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey. Buy with 0 down, 1.9% financing, or make no payments for 90 days. Sign and drive a new Kia from just $259 lease per month. 0 due at signing. $25K for 36 months, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $259 a month, 0 due at signing. Bad credit, no credit, negative equity. If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say yes, you're approved for a new 2025 Kia. Get massive savings on over 1,200 new Kias at Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. Ken Ganley Kia NewportRichey.com. Tell them McKinsey sent you, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
25 Sportage, $1,748 per month per 1,000 finance. 90-day deferred payment through Ally Bank, plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 5/31/25.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family.
And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Brit Floyd, the world's greatest live Pink Floyd experience, returns to Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Pink Floyd's classic album, Wish You Were Here, complete with a stunning laser and light show, iconic circular screen, and more. Don't miss Brit Floyd at Ruth Eckerd Hall, May 16th. Tickets on sale now. Visit RuthEckerdHall.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete.